Hello, YouTube. This is Kevin, the Stoic Reseller, coming back at you with some sales in the last 24 hours. Boy, we've been doing some pretty solid stuff with some high-priced items. Dare I say it, this might be the best way to do eBay now. I am loving this. It's been awesome. So today, guys, we had 7 sales in the last 24 hours. As you can see here, those 7 sales equated to $336.45. Just for pure transparency reasons, I will admit that $336 includes my shipping fee, includes taxes that eBay has charged the customer. So yes, not all of it is my sales. It includes some stuff eBay adds in there and my shipping, of course. But because I do everything based off of averages, it all factors in. I was just speaking to someone over the weekend. What I expect to get profit-wise now is anywhere from 33 to 38% of overall profit of my overall sales. So as you can see here, I'm very close to 33%. I'm basically there. But anyways, as you see there, my average sales cost is $31.5, and this is where the average is out with that. Those sales costs include taxes, shipping, and eBay fees. Okay, it comes out to $105.98. My average cost of goods is $68.25 of those 7 items. My net profit is $162.22. Now you got to pay the lizard overlords your taxes there, so $50.47, which leaves me with 3.5 hours of work, $111.75. And guys, I also want to preface this. You're gonna have to take me for my word on this one. I somehow forgot to take screenshots of the sold items. I'm trying to be transparent, but this one you'll just have to take it for granted. So you're just gonna see the items. I'm gonna tell you what they sold for. Hate me in the comments all you want. I don't care. Here is a brand you guys don't know. It is Rock Mount Ranch Wear. The reason I know you don't know this is because I didn't know this. But the quality and the feel of this shirt was great. This is a vintage item. As you can see, normally when you see these diamond pearl snaps, way better. This brand actually has a well over 100% sell-through rate. I priced it a little high. It does have some random defects like that. The size tag was missing. Sold in a matter of 2 weeks for $53.97. That was a 10% offer of my listed price of $60. The next item is an item that you guys should be picking up. That would be Cotopaxi. This fleece full zip, really great shape. I mean, the buyer's going to be really excited when they get this. Sold, I listed this, I want to say, on Sunday, so it took only a few days to sell. Sold for $50. I had it listed for $60. Mind you, this is all including, you have to add shipping on top of the numbers I'm quoting for you. I had found a whole bunch of Dixon flannels that were all women's at a buy here or buy sell trade store. I listed them all pretty high. This one I had listed for, I think it was 55 or 60. It's the Myers flannel, so it's a Halloween themed one. If this was a men's, this would be a $100 shirt. Sold for $50. Did take about a week or so, maybe a little longer. No, actually, I think I listed these on Friday. So, yeah, a few days, about a week. Anyways, $50. Guys, if you're seeing Dixon, men or women's, you need to buy it. It is such an amazing brand. We're coming into that season where these are going to start selling, and you might even be able to command a little bit more money for them. So you might, so the sell-through rate's going to go up. The prices are going to go up. So moving on. we had another really strong brand, guys. Buck Mason. I found this on my thrift trip down to California. At one of my favorite stops that when I used to live there. I spent maybe, it was like under $2. It was great. I couldn't believe it. The same place I found a bunch of Viore. So, yeah, I'm bragging a little bit, but sometimes you just got to be excited when you get thrift hauls like that, because sometimes you just need it, man. You got to pick up the spirits. You're going to be making a ton of money, and I made a ton of money on that. This sold for $40 in a matter of 3 weeks. Guys, you thought you were not going to get a topic of the day. You were going to just get a straight what sold video. And guess what, guys? You thought wrong, because I am the Stoic reseller. I give you a topic every single day. And today's topic is just, it's kind of hard to say this, and it's really hard to do. But going back to that conversation I referenced earlier, someone on eBay had messaged me and was asking questions because they're new to reselling. They don't know I have a YouTube channel with 19 followers. I only get like 2 or 3 views of video, so you guys probably won't understand this. But they were asking me a bunch of questions, and I was trying to be as transparent and honest with them. And one of the best pieces of advice that I wish someone would have told me when I first started was to focus on higher dollar items at reasonable prices. Don't get discouraged, and keep pressing. Because one of the questions they had actually humbled me up a little bit. They asked me, what are my numbers? What's my profitability? How much money do I make monthly and yearly? And I had to think about that. Sales-wise, this year I'm up over 80 grand already, with a profit margin of around 32%. And you might think to yourself, well, that's nothing. That means you're like getting $25,000. And yeah. But think about this, guys. What can you do with $22 extra $1,000 a year? Now, I look back and I have no idea where it went. To be completely transparent, I have no idea. I have a roughly $700 car payment. I have been paying, the business pays for that. The business was paying for a storage unit, which we recently got rid of. It was paying for some emergency expenses, like new tires, things like that. So, yeah, the business has paid a lot of money, but it certainly, I don't think has been I don't know. I also bought a lot of stuff for the family, just stuff we didn't need, but we really wanted. So sometimes you just got to splurge. If I'm going to do this kind of work, you got to splurge. But it humbled me up. And, I think back to all the times that I've been frustrated with eBay. And I'm going to start looking at frustration as opportunity to propel yourself, because being frustrated is inefficient, right? Nothing good has ever come of being frustrated. So when you feel frustrated, guys, this is what I want you to do. Take a deep breath. Think about, okay, why am I frustrated? And then immediately, once you've identified that, figure out what is a resolution or solution to that frustration. And I'm going to start working on that, because this channel started with me being a Stoic, and my journey into Stoicism, and my journey into trying to become a full-time reseller. And I was trying to commingle those, and it's working still, and I'm still trying to do both. But the one thing that I still struggle with the most is frustration. And just recently I had a frustrating moment, right? I was doing really well. I was averaging over $420 of sales for 5 straight days. And that's, for me, that is like, I am rocking it. But then it followed it up with 2 straight days of like $120. And that's like well below what my minimum that I want every day of $250 is. And it was frustrating. And I tried to think to myself, what am I doing wrong? And you start going down that rabbit hole, while being frustrated. Oh, I need to start my sales. I need to start promoting again. I need to maybe reduce my shipping cost. Reversing everything that I've worked so hard to push forward. And, it reminded me that I need to stop. take my own advice, stay consistent, stay focused on the end goal, which for me is to pay off the student loans, pay off the car, start putting money aside for early retirement. Because guys, my main focus in life is to retire by the age of 55 so that I can enjoy the rest of my life. And that includes my wife retiring at 55. So, push come to shove, you got to remind yourself why you're doing this. And for me, it's to become a better person, better father, and be able to produce more financial welfare for the family. So guys, that's the topic of the day, is taking frustration and using that frustration and using that adversity and propelling it into opportunity. And that's what I'm going to start doing, whether it's in real life situations like work or family matters, or in the business, which is also real life, but a little bit different, I guess. The next item is this zero restriction. This was an excellent vest. It's their Tour series. Basically brand new. I mean, do you see that? Still got the plastic on the zippers. This is a really good brand in certain items. I wouldn't buy everything zero restriction. I've learned that the hard way. This sold for $32.50 in about 2 months. The next item is something that took about a month and a half to sell. This is Fabletics. I believe it doesn't matter what I paid. I did pay up a little bit. As you can see, it's new with tags. But I was the only one with this size. I think it was like a size 42. And I got $31.47 for it. So I had it listed for $35, I want to say. And then at $31.47 is a 10% offer. Of course, plus shipping. And here's an excellent fashion brand. And I'm surprised this didn't sell more, but as you can see with this number, I have had this item for a long time. I've probably had this item for 9 months, or maybe a little bit shorter, but around that time frame. This is a St. John sweater. St. John is an excellent women's brand, very expensive. A little outdated, so the clientele, or the people who wear this, might not be in tune with current fashion trends. This is someone who's maybe a little bit more mature in their life. They just want something more classy, more high quality. I had it listed for like $60. Just sat and sat and sat. I delisted it, relisted it for $25 plus shipping. Someone offered me $19.50, and with an item like this, guys, that sat in your store for a million days, you just take the offer and move on. So yeah, guys, tell me, what do you think? What do you do when you get frustrated? Do you immediately make emotional reactions? Do you go out and just burn everything down? Or should we all start taking the advice of taking a deep breath, step away, and propel our frustrations into opportunity? Because at the end of the day, that's the only way we're going to make our lives a little bit better, is by taking negative situations and making them positive. So guys, until the next day, and before I say that, like and subscribe, share my videos, and until tomorrow on another What Sold for 24 Hours, rule the day.